Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Gamester81. I'm going to review one of my holy grails of systems that I own. This is the Apple Bandai Pippin. I'm going to explain kind of a little history of the system as well. Now, the system was created by Apple, and they sold the rights to other companies, much like the 3DO did. They sold it to Panasonic, Gold Star. Apple did the same thing. Apple was looking to get into the gaming market, and they found a buyer in Bandai. Bandai had produced video game systems in Japan, including the Playdia, the TV Jack, for like way earlier in Japan as well, and was looking to get the foot in the door in America as well. So they worked together and created the Pippin. Now, more or less, this is a Macintosh. It runs off of a Mac 7 OS operating system. It has 66 megahertz of power microprocessor. It's a 4-speed CD-ROM drive. It's 8-bit and 16-bit video support. Stereo has 16 bits of bit 44 megahertz output and input. It's got 5 megabytes of memory as well. So it was a powerful machine. It came out in 1996. It sold in Japan as well. It did a lot better in Japan, although it didn't do great. In Japan, it's the AtWorld. AtMark. In the U.S., it's the AtWorld. You can tell if it's a Japanese unit because it will say the name right here, and it's white. There were a few black AtMark systems in Japan, but mainly the AtWorld was only U.S. and only less than 5,000 of these were sold in the U.S. So this is a very rare system indeed. You've got this opens up. You've got your eject, your play, your power button right here. You've got your 2 controller port. This is for a headphone jack. This is a very heavy system. The system weighs 8 pounds. It's extremely heavy. Now, one of the reasons why this failed miserably was in '96 it was competing with PlayStation 1, the 3DO, Sega Saturn. It was overflood of systems. Also, Apple and Bandai really positioned it wrong. It had internet capability, and they're really pushing that. And at the time, internet wasn't really much of a utility at the time, and it was priced at $599, which in today's dollar, it's like $830 right now, if you include inflation. So that is way overpriced. Let's look at the back here. Yeah, as you can see, it looks very much like a computer. You got your fan, you've got your power cord. You can do several options. You can hook it up to a monitor, and you've got your AV outs. The system had 22 games released for it. Unfortunately, the Mac games weren't compatible at the time with the system, which didn't make much sense. I think it was another downfall. So why would you pay for this if you can just get a Mac and have all the stuff you need on that? There was a keyboard release for the system. One of my favorite things about the system, I'll show you, it's the controller. I think it's a badass controller. You got your directional pads. It fits really nice in your hand. It's got your trackball. You've got your colored buttons. You've got your bumpers right here. I think it's a really cool looking controller, and I like the fact there's a trackball. Really badass. I don't have any games for the system. Games are very hard to come by. I'm still looking. If you guys see a game out there, let me know. But it does play audio CDs, so maybe I'll show you kind of later on in a video on what the menu is to show, because it's a pretty cool looking menu. Great system. I'm glad I have it, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Thanks. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care.